my guest. A few of the boys exchanged miffed expressions. "Miss, you can't say stuff like that," Ronan said. Miss Devlin looked at him, waiting for him to explain why she couldn't say stuff like that. It's not fair." Miss Devlin looked extremely unmoved by his reasoning. "I hope that any applicants to the student council will have more impressive debate skills. Just a thought." I watched Ronan choke back a retort, his face contorting in frustration. It was like he'd never met Miss Devlin before. "Anyway, as I was saying, the elections will be held at the end of the month, and the president chosen this year will be your class president for the remainder of your senior cycle. So choose wisely, for God's sake. I don't want to be sitting in a consultation meeting with some Egypt demanding no school on Fridays, all right? Just because someone tells you they can do something you like the sound of doesn't mean it's remotely possible. And if they can't actually achieve it, then they're worse than useless to you." Meabh Kowalska's hand shot up into the air. Holly leaned over and whispered to me, "You know, I really don't think anyone died so the students at St. Louise's could vote for Meabh Kowalska to kiss teachers' arses for 2 years." I snickered. She had a point. The whole election was a formality anyway. For one thing, she was the principal's daughter, and for another, I couldn't tell you the name of anyone who'd been council president since I'd started at this school. No one cared. Usually only one person volunteered for it. It was extra work with no reward except maybe missing a few classes, and there was no point in that if you were missing them, so you could sit and talk to teachers anyway. "Yes, Meabh." Miss Devlin pointed at her. She didn't have the weary expression many of the teachers had when they called on her. Meabh stood up. "She's going to make a speech," Holly said. I could hear the eye roll without having to see it. "I'd just like to say a few words." Groans. "Shut your mouths, every last one of you," Miss Devlin barked. "Or you're doing ladder runs before your first class. That's right. You can sit next to your adorable crush smelling like unwashed armpits." The class collectively remembered we were terrified of Miss Devlin's wrath, and we fell silent like she'd pressed the mute button on us. She was one of those teachers where you could have the crack with her, but when she reached her limit, well, no one tested what happened when she reached her limit, but the threats often involved an inhumane amount of exercise. Meabh faltered slightly but drew herself up. "I will be running for class president this year, and I would like to ask for your support and give you some information about the initiatives I will be hoping to implement. Firstly, I have a green initiative, which includes reducing the shocking amount of unnecessary waste produced by this school. I will also be campaigning to have a Polish language class for the Leaving Cert. As you all know, my family is Polish-Irish, and there is a significant Polish community in this town, as well as making up 2.7% of the national population. Thirdly, I will be seeking to address the issues on the school's application procedures that have created a worryingly homogenous student body. I hope that you will consider voting for me. I want to address the problems in this school that students really care about, and my door is always open. I will take any questions you may have now." She looked around the room expectantly, with the impatient air of a mother waiting for a toddler to tie their own shoes. Miss Devlin had commanded silence, but she couldn't make people listen. I followed Maeve's gaze as she took in people biting their nails and playing with their hair. Her brow furrowed. She had tried very hard to sound calm and collected. It was almost impressive when I knew for a fact that she would rather beat us all into submission if that had only been an option. "Very admirable and ambitious, but not fucking absurd ideas, Meabh. Thank you."